is scheduled for three 3-minute rounds. This, the 135-pound bantamweight division. This bout is proudly sponsored to you by Gallagher Real Estate. Visit mmghomes.com for more information. And your referee in charge of the action, Mr. Gary Eblin. And now, introducing first, fighting out of the red corner to my left. He's wearing black and weighted trim and ready, 133.5 pounds. Tonight entering the cage for the 5th time, he's representing underdog BJJ from Hartford, Connecticut. Please welcome Roberto Rios. And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner to my right. Wearing black with blue, he's weighing in a trim and ready 135.5 pounds. Tonight entering the cage for the 4th time, he's representing Gracie Farmington Valley from West Hartford, Connecticut. Please welcome Steve Karr.
So here we are at Warrior Nation 10, heading towards the main events, and we got Rob Rios, who I train with from Underdog, and he's going against a tough guy. Rob's on a 3-fight losing streak right now, so I know he's definitely looking to turn things around right now. He's always taking tough fights.
Yeah, Rob just got taken down by his opponent, Steve Karr, out of Gracie Farmington. Steve's a real tough, scrappy kid. He's had a hard start to begin his amateur career. He's 0-3, but he's in every fight, and here he is on top with back control.
Yeah, I've had the pleasure of commentating all of Steve's fights, and Steve is, like you said, always in the fights. It's just you can't cross that bridge to the winning side. And I don't know what it is. I'm not going to speculate, but right now he's in a dominant position. He's doing all the right things.
Looks like Steve might be getting reversed here by Rob.
He looked a little high over that, and Rob was holding on to that arm. There we go.
It's quite the scramble here, with both guys looking for position. Steve's looking to stay on his back here.
Now, if I were Rob, I would try to use the cage to peel him off, like he's kind of doing, but he's not. He didn't pressure well enough.
Steve's got both hooks in here.
Hard to finish a rear naked choke against the cage, but, you know, Steve could look and try to prove me wrong.
Looks like Steve's keeping his composure here. He's not panicking. He's not breathing heavy. Taking his time, sticking in the choke. But Rob's got great defense here.
Jesse Camp always making sure he's completely invested in making sure these guys are evenly matched. Like I said before, it's very rare that have a blowout. And with Warrior Nation 10, you know, he's been around the block for a while now, and everyone starts to figure out he knows exactly what he's doing. So if you guys are young, up-and-comers, or new pros, and you're looking to showcase your talents, this is the place to fight, without a doubt. The Hukilau is an awesome spot to fight. The fighters are, the crowd's right on top of you. Very intimate, energetic setting.
Absolutely. I fought for Jesse Camp on more than one occasion, and he knows how to treat the fighters very well. And the thing I love about fighting at the Hukilau in this cage is that it's very small. It's kind of like fighting in a phone booth. And as you can see, these guys aren't taking up too much room. They're both really going for it here over in the corner.
I've had the pleasure of watching you fight a couple times, and I'm not shocked that you like small cages.
I prefer a phone booth every time.
So Rob, good composure as well, you know, on bottom in a dangerous position, and hasn't really given up any position, hasn't worried. We got 10 seconds left, so, you know, not really in a bad spot right now. He's probably going to make it out alive. Very clear instructions, I would think, coming from the corner of Underdog about keeping distance, using his length, and staying away from the takedown.
Absolutely. If there's one thing that Rob has going for him, he has a very studly corner over there with Russell Leak and Matt Bissett. And like Jeff said, he's trained with him, and Jeff is quite the beast himself. Both guys look pretty composed and fresh in their corners after a pretty hard-fought round. They stayed in the same position, but that's a tough position to be in for both guys.
Yeah, it sucks to be on bottom and on top. You know, you're holding on the whole time. The guy on bottom's trying to shake you off. It's almost like riding a bull.
Absolutely.
All right, seconds out, baby, seconds out.
Seconds out. Seconds out, ladies and gentlemen. This is round 2, schedule 3. Roberto Rios in the red corner. Steve Karr in blue. Let's hear it for him.
Rob was completely composed here coming out for the second round. Steve takes the center of the cage. Big leg kicks from Rob.
Good leg kicks, but I'm a firm believer in punching into your leg kicks and not just throwing them out there without a setup.
Absolutely. Leaves you open for counters and takedowns.
Yeah, exactly. Rob's a very tough kid, though, so I know he's comfortable striking here.
Nice body shot from Rob.
Yep. Nice uppercut. I think Rob's winning these exchanges.
Absolutely. Rob's composed in there in the pocket.
I would see, if I were him, I'd like to break away, circle and break away.
Yeah, it looked like Rob was getting the better of the striking exchanges there.
I had worked with Rob recently on the cage control. Let's see if he implements some of the things we worked on.
Nice little trip takedown by Steve against the cage.
Yeah. Steve looks like a nice, powerful kid. So I'm sure this is his comfort zone right here, being on top, adding that pressure, more to the grind, that wrestling style grind.
It looks like he's right back to trying to take the back, but to his credit, Rob pops right up and has Steve against the cage now. There's that training you were talking about, Jeff. Big exchanges from Rob here and Steve.
You can see the confidence changing in Rob right now. Steve's got to be careful. If you've noticed a couple times, he kind of like wants to shoot from a distance, and that can get you in trouble.
Nice slip into a takedown attempt from Rob.
Yep, and now he's controlling that hand, knowing how to scoot out. Nice. Steve looks a little tired here.
Nice head control from Rob.
Nice knee to the body. That hurt him.
Yeah, that hurt him. Nice body shots from Rob. I think that's the difference in the conditioning here.
That hurt him. I could hear that from over here.
Rob's settling in. I think he knows he's getting the better of the striking exchanges.
Yeah, I would have to agree. Steve in on the single, but good whizzer from Rob right here. Short time on the clock. So I'm going to have to go 1-1 right now.
I think I'd have to agree with you. The thing I'm noticing here, Jeff, is that Rob is not breathing heavy at all going back to his corner between rounds.
Yeah, Underdog, they have a fantastic pace at which they practice their drills, and Russell is a big believer in output and not so much always trying to finish with power. You know, swarm and overwhelm is kind of his theory.
Yeah, Rob was definitely the more active fighter standing up. He landed quite a few body strikes there, and I think it'll make a huge difference in this third round.
I know what's coming next.
Yeah, and he was very tactical in the sense, working the body and probably trying to take away some of that cardio.
Absolutely. He's got a stinging front kick that he kept landing on Steve's body.
Roberto Rios in the red corner. Steve Karr in blue. Let's hear it for him. Final round.
So in my opinion, it's pretty clear who has to do what here. You know, Steve's got to get a hold of him. He's got to put him down and wrestle him. Rob's got to stay away and stay long and strike.
Absolutely.
Big avoid swinging.
Some great striking from Rob here.
Rob much more aware of what he needs to do.
He's constantly striking off those breaks.
Beautiful hips on that.
Rob is dropping bombs from out.
Not a good position to be in. Shows the cardio with Rob just punching and not stopping.
Now he's looking for the finish here, and he gets it. That was a great fight from both guys. Rob Rios is very strong, though.
Yeah, total different Rob Rios, to be quite honest with you. This is the Rob Rios that I know could show up, and he did tonight.
Absolutely. He improves his record to 2-3 and expect big things from him in the future.
Yeah, maybe he can carry this momentum forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for these two young warriors, Roberto Rios and Steve Karr. Let's hear it for them. Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 1 minute and 10 seconds of the third and final round. Referee Gary Eblin stops this contest. Your winner by TKO victory, Roberto Rios.